Hey, it's Thomas from Lessons Behind the Wheel. It is Wednesday morning in New York City. It's still another great day here. We're getting a great week of weather. And I'm on my way to Brooklyn, New York, which is, if you live in New Jersey and you have to go to Brooklyn, it's a horror. But the city of Brooklyn is beautiful. There's a lot of great things there, but just getting there from New Jersey is not the greatest. This morning I'm driving. I have to go to a wake this afternoon, and I started thinking about the people in my life that have been a mentor to me, that have influenced my life in a way that at the time I may not have known it, but they've injected something into my life that has brought me to the place I am today. Now, I may not be in the place I want to be ultimately. You know, I've had my highs in life. I've been extremely successful at a bunch of things, and I've tanked on a bunch of things, which is part of being an entrepreneur is all about. But these people at critical times in my life either gave me a nugget of information, or they gave me a push in the right direction, or they discouraged me from doing something because they had a similar experience, or they just provided a story. And sometimes the stories are the most important and the most powerful. So as I started to think about the mentors in my life and how blessed I was to have some of the greatest people around me, and I still do today, I also started to think about the negative people that have been around me and how did I deal with them? You know, and when did I recognize that I was going down the wrong path? And at what point did somebody else come in and inject some information that gave me the ability to see clearly and then change course? Then I also started to think, there's a lot of you out there that are going through similar experiences in life as others. Not everybody has a unique experience you think is unique to you, but many people go through a lot of situations that are similar. And how many of you think about the people that are guiding you? You know, when you're out of your mind and everything seems stressful and you don't know what you're doing. When did that person come to you and put their hand on your shoulder? When did that person call you? You know, how did they know to call you at that point? When did they say that sort of broke you out of that spiral? What did they do that changed your direction? Now, when you think about that, and I'm sure once you sit down and you really dive into that, and it may take you a little while to sort of go through and clear out your brain, but you're going to start to find those little stories. The thing to do is to now take that and project it forward. Here you are today, going through all the things that you're going through, you know, dealing with all the situations that are around you, similar to what has happened to you in the past, but maybe with just a different situation. But what now, or who now, is going to make you change, is going to give you that nugget of information that changes your course, what it's going to enlighten you in a way that opens up a whole different aspect of what you were even considering? Who is going to be that person that tells you that story that changes your life, whether you know it at the time or not? That's going to happen. And what you want to really look for and make sure it is the right person or the right situation is you have to try to identify who's the positive influence and who's the negative influence. Now, they always say that you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with. That's not only money. That's not only if you're, in sports, it's not only the people that are around you to play sports. It's who influences you, who are the 5 people that influence you in different ways. You know, I have people in my life that may not be the most successful people in the world in one part of their life, but they're unbelievably successful in another part of their life. And I try to look for people that round me out, that some people that are going to ground me, some people that are going to push me, some people that are going to be more critical than others, some people that are just going to be that happy place that I can go to and relax. And my message to you is, who is that in your life? Who do you hang out with that fills all the buckets in your life to capacity? And once you identify who those people are, and you may not have people that fill all your buckets, but once you identify who they are, you need to hang out with them more. You need to consciously make an effort to make their lives better and be with them more and listen more and participate more, because that's the way your life grows. That's the way your life becomes better. Now, you hear all these people online, and, I listen to many, many people. It's not always just the same people over and over again. Some of them, like Grant Cardone, is all about pushing and becoming successful and making a lot of money. That's great. There's Gary Vee that's sort of wrapping you up, and he's saying, listen, look, you have a lot of opportunities. Find your opportunity. Your opportunity is not going to be the same as somebody else's. You're unique. Then you have the Tony Robbins of the world and the Darren Hardys of the world. You have the Les Browns of the world. Everybody's giving you a different message. But what message are you looking for? What do you define as your success? Is it the money? Is it people that are around you that love you? Is it a certain place or a certain number or a certain apartment or a certain house or a certain... You need to really, really dial that down, because there's a lot of noise. And that noise just gets you to the point of total confusion if you can't wade through it. And what I'm trying to say to you is, once you identify these buckets, these mentors are going to appear, and they're going to guide you. They're going to say something that's going to change the way you look at stuff, right? Muhammad Ali would say, the deer shouldn't be, I don't know the exact quote, but the deer shouldn't be crossing the road, but technically, if you change your perspective, the road is crossing the forest. So who's wrong? You need to, stand up on the desk if you're Robin Williams in Carpe Diem, right? And take a look around and give yourself a different perspective. Don't look at everything from the same angle. It doesn't look the same when you look from the outside. Right? The Grand Canyon looks completely different when you're in the bottom than when you're on top. So you need to change your perspective. I don't know how you can do that for yourself individually, but take the time to think about it. Take the time to look at the people that are around you. Take the time to think about the mentors that you had and how they've changed you. And then really, really embrace looking for what I'll call your board of directors, which is all your mentors, that's going to shape the rest of your life. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.